Hello everybody and welcome to the Wild Medicine Academy 5-Minuter on Leaf Anatomy. This is a series designed to give you key concepts in herbalism and natural medicine in a handy 5-minute video. Today we're looking at leaf anatomy. The takeaways for today are to be able to identify and describe the parts of a simple leaf and to relate their parts to their function. You'll also become familiar with different styles of leaf arrangement and attachment styles. Let's get started. Leaves can be described in many different ways. We refer to their structure, we refer to their function, we refer to their attachment styles, arrangement styles, shape, many other features of leaves. Today we're focusing on the function relating to the form of a leaf. We're going to use a simple leaf, even though there is such a great diversity of leaves on this beautiful planet. Leaves allow plants to house chlorophyll, a chemical which interacts with light energy and allows the plant to produce its own food energy in order to grow, develop, and reproduce. Leaves also act as protectors, and they synthesize chemicals to feed, nourish, or repel grazing animals and insects. Because of this role in photosynthesis, the leaf shape, size, and the growth style will depend on how it can interact with light energy. Let's have a look at this image here on the right. Starting at the stem level, the stem on a plant is going to give rise to the leaves, but also to flower buds, secondary stems, and so on. But it doesn't just do this anywhere on the stem. There are particular points of rapid growth in stems known as node points. It's at the node point where we see that a leaf might emerge. The petiole here is a small stalk which allows the leaf to attach to the stem. Some leaves have petioles and some don't, but in this case we do have a petiole, regardless of how tiny it might appear. You can actually see the petioles more clearly in the image at the center bottom. So at the base of the leaf we have a petiole. This means that the base of the leaf is the part of the leaf that is closest to the stem. If we go right up to the top of the leaf, we have the apex. This is the part that is furthest from the stem. And the rim of the leaf that goes around the edge of the leaf and therefore determines its shape is called the margin. The surface of the leaf is known as the lamina. So this is the face of the leaf that you're looking at when you look straight on at a leaf. It's also known as the blade. And there is also an underside on the bottom side of the leaf. There is one central main vascular area running from the base to the apex of the leaf. This is known as the midrib. It allows the xylem and phloem, those important vascular tissues that carry nutrients and waste to and from the leaf, to be able to run the surface of the leaf from base to apex. Coming off the midrib, we have all of the smaller veins. So these are your parts of a simple leaf. Moving on to leaf attachment now. The attachment of a leaf is the way in which the leaf attaches to the stem. And as you can see, we have various types. Petiolate involves the small stalk called a petiole attaching leaf to stem. But if there's no petiole, it's known as sessile. A sheathing leaf will wrap around the stem at its base, as we see in grasses. And peltate leaves attach to the stems, but on their underside, right in the middle of the leaf. Decurrent leaves will attach directly to the stem and appear to wing off the sides of the stem, and a clasping leaf is very similar. There are many, many more attachment styles, but this might give you a sense of the diversity in Kingdom Plantae on attachment styles. Arrangement styles of a leaf, well, that depends on how many leaves are attaching at each of those node points. If there's one leaf, it's known as alternate. This means that the leaves have to take turns. As the stem grows taller, leaves will emerge at each node point, usually on the opposite side to each other. But when you have 2 leaves emerging per node, they definitely have to emerge opposite to each other, otherwise they'll impede each other's growth. This is known as opposite, and it's very common in the mint family. A whorled arrangement occurs when we have 3 or more leaves now emerging from a node, and you can see that in the example here of cleavers. And finally, when you have many leaves emerging from a tiny short stem, this is known as basal rosette, because the leaves are fanning around on the ground and the plant appears to be very small. Really good example here would be dandelion. So your key points today are that Leaves have a base, apex, midrib, margin, veins, lamina, as well as an underside. They come in all sorts of shapes, they attach and they arrange in many different ways on the stem. Most importantly, they are the photosynthetic organs of a plant. Plants can't grow, develop, or reproduce without them, so it's vital that leaves have access to light. I hope you enjoyed today's presentation. If you're needing attributions or credit information, here is the APA reference for you. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget to check out our other 5-minuters and our audio casts on thewildmedicineacademy.com.